guys, this is Savannah.
I'm Rachel.
And this is Cozy Crimes. How are you guys doing?
Yeah, it's been a month since our last
Okay,
update.
to be fair, we did film one though, or like record one, and it disappeared. So we did plan on posting.
Yeah, and it was an unsolved mystery type beat.
It was such a good podcast. I hate to put you guys down in the dumps, but it was such a good one. There was good banter. It was entertaining, you know. But it's in the forgotten land of nothingness.
But either way, it would have still took us a month to post it because...
Like, yes, but that means we would have still had a good podcast out.
Yeah, but also, we're college girls.
I already liked them, though.
Yeah, you did?
I did.
Okay, well, it's my turn.
Oh, I just wiped my glasses and now there's a smudge on it.
Dumbass.
Motherfucker.
Also, if I sound a bit drowsy or sluggish...
You just hate me.
I just drank. Savannah didn't drink, but I just drank. So, I might sound a little drunk. Drunker than usual. Than my normal voice.
Oh my gosh.
But I promise you, I guarantee you that I will be able to read the story for today.
Just a lot of stuttering will happen.
Yeah.
a lot more than usual.
Yeah, a lot more than usual.
My phone's gonna die.
Well, you know what? There's such thing called a...
Stop chomping at me.
Turn that shit off. Okay. Well, yeah. Savannah updated you about why we've been gone for a month, obviously because of exams and shizzle like that. But also, I've been lazy.
Yeah. It's just the college life, babes.
Literally, once you get into college, like, you realize college is nothing. Absolutely nothing like high school. You're gonna want to cry more than usual. You'll sleep more than usual.
I'm sure you guys want my guy updates.
Oh yeah, Savannah has a lot of guy updates.
I had a guy over. I will not be exposing his name. And it was an okay time.
Just call him Larry.
Larry was an okay time. Larry will not be returning back. My grandparents keep asking about him. And I'm just like, nah, don't even worry about Larry. Larry the lizard is leaving and never returning. Yeah. But there's like, these guys, they think that I'm just available. Like, no. During finals, I had 5 ask me to hang out. And I'm like, are you crazy? Like, no. I don't know what you're up to. Which is obviously nothing. But I'm a busy gal.
Right.
I'm busy hanging out with Rachel. Sorry.
Wait, hold on. Continue.
What the heck? So now they're now that the semester's over, they're like, oh, you said we're gonna hang out. You said we're gonna hang out. And I'm like, whoa. Slow your roll. Now I'm just not interested in hanging out with them. So then I'm like, yeah, I got holiday stuff. But... there's this one guy that I just started talking to tonight that I was just informing Rachel about. This is the first guy that Rachel has been like, oh yeah, I like him. Off the bat. And it's so crazy to me. It flabbergasted me. I was not expecting. He's really nice and he's really good at conversating. But, and we have a pretty decent amount in common. And, except that he lives an hour away from me. So... he's a lumberjack. So, I'm like, come chop down this tree.
God.
But, I don't know, Rachel likes him, so it's a good start.
That's true. If you guys don't know, usually when Savannah shows me the guys that she likes or just talking to, I'm like, Savannah, no. I always say
literally.
I always say that. Or I'm like, are you serious? Are you joking?
This is literally there was maybe 2 or 3 guys that you've been like, okay. But, this is, the first one you were like, okay. He's kind of cute.
I finally have a positive outlook.
Yeah, no, he's actually really cute.
Mm-hmm. He looks really nice.
Yeah. he was saying something about him being a big boy. I need a big boy. SZA, love you. But anyway, he said something about him being a giant, and I'm like, sir, my whole thigh is your torso. Like, huh? These big boys don't know who they're messing with.
Do you want to tell them what you tried?
No, I cannot tell them that. I'm not putting that on the internet, Rachel. That's for close circle only. And the people that enter... Okay, I have a whiteboard. I have a whiteboard that everybody signs or says something, writes something, draws something, anything. On this little whiteboard when they come to visit, because this is like the hangout spot, my basement is. Because it's like a big area, and I have a TV, I have couches, I have my bed. Like, I have places to sit. It's a nice area. And my grandparents don't care. So, it's like a nice place to hang out. And all the friends and all the people that visit sign on this whiteboard. He put, what is it, an acronym or like a...
Yeah.
Something that we ended up doing on the whiteboard. So, I told him, I was like, this Larry guy, I was like, dude, now you put me in a sticky situation because everybody's gonna be like, what does that mean? Because, of course, whoever's going to put stuff on the whiteboard is going to tell me what it is or what's the meaning behind it. Like, I've had a guy in the past come over and, like, it was, like, our second date or something. And we watched the Titanic, and he drew the Titanic on the board. So it's, like, there's meaning behind what people put on this board. So, obviously, he's going to tell me what it is. So he told me what it was, and I'm like, dude, you cannot... Like, I have to explain to people what this means, because they know what it means, that I know.
Mm-hmm.
So, thanks, Larry.
Savannah's a crazy girl.
Yeah, that's all you're getting from
Oh my god. Also, I know you guys can't see us, but I'm squinting more than usual. Because I'm so...
Like, it's not even that much.
It's not that much, but it's like I gulped that shit
Yeah,
down.
she did gulp it down, and we didn't, like, eat anything.
Yeah, so I'm a bit like...
Oh, God. You sound like a goat.
Also, we have a podcast. Like, obviously, this is our podcast, but we have our podcast, like the uncensored versions of it sometimes. It's going to be on Spotify. I censor it sometimes, obviously with names.
Yeah.
But, yeah, check it out. Check out our, like, podcast recordings. Most of the time, it's uncensored, you know, so it's on Spotify. There's going to be a link down below. So if you're interested in listening to us screaming, yelling, crying, drunk, throwing up, shitting, pissing, all of that, then then click on that link below.
The OF link.
18 plus.
Anyway, but yeah, and if you want to listen to us instead of listen and watch us, go to the Spotify.
But please watch us.
Please do both.
Yeah.
In general, we're forcing you to do both. You have no choice.
We don't have money. This is our income, even though we haven't got any set.
Yeah.
Please.
Dial 1-800. Save the girls.
Oh, God.
I really hope that's not like a number to call.
Please do not call whatever the fuck that is, if it's real.
But we're gonna die if you don't.
Please. We need food.
Need more alcohol. I mean drugs.
Water.
I mean water.
Water and nutrients. Vitamins.
Vitamin this. Anyway.
Oh, you know what okay. So Savannah knows this, but I've been really into the Medea plays.
Oh, it's so funny.
It's so funny. But okay, here's a heads up if you're ever interested in the Medea plays that I didn't know. The Medea plays are very like gospel. If you don't know what I mean, every 10 seconds someone's mentioning. Yeah, they're singing a lot. It's like there's a lot of singing. I love it though because they hit those notes.
But like they'll just be talking, and then I'm like studying, right? Because we need background noise. We cannot sit in silence. Mm-hmm. Rachel has passed this. It's not an insecurity. It's more of like a. It's more of just like anxiety ridden, maybe. But like I can't sit in silence anymore, and she passed that on to me. So thank you. But anyway, we listen to like the Medea movies and plays whatever while we're studying, and then I'll just be chilling, like listening to my audio lecture, and then all of a sudden it's like, ah! And then I'm like, okay.
Yeah, they break into a song a lot, and most of the time it's about Jesus or God in general. I don't mind, because I'm Catholic, and I don't mind at all. It's not something that really affects me, but it's really funny. But yeah, if you're ever interested in watching the Medea plays, just keep that in mind. Like, they mention God or Jesus, like, a lot. a lot. But it's very funny. It's
entertaining. She's really funny.
10 out of 10 would recommend. But yeah, that's what I've been really into lately. Like, I don't know why. It just popped up out of nowhere.
It's a comfort show.
Speaking of comfort shows.
Oh my gosh, which one are you talking about? Bluey or Bob's Burgers?
Okay, first of all, Bluey. I don't care what anybody says.
Oh my gosh, no, wait. Before Larry came over, this girl had, because she helped me clean my room, of course, because we needed like a power clean, Can't let him know how slobby I am in real life. But, so, of course, the girl was over, like, helping me.
The girl me.
Yeah. The only girl. And this girl, I see her, she's plopped down on my couch watching Bluey. And I'm like, girl, if he turns on this TV and it's like, why the fuck is Bluey up? I'm gonna be so embarrassed. It's like, what are you doing, watching cartoons? Like, how fucking old are you?
Savannah watched it, okay? She was watching it with me.
And I may have shed a tear and giggled and...
Exactly. I don't care what anybody says. Bluey may be made for kids and all, but Bluey brings such a comfort to me because it's like childhood trauma. Yeehaw! But yeah, I've been watching Bluey whenever I'm sad because, I don't know, I like imaginary dog going through a crisis, but having good parents that isn't terrible for once. But that's what I've been watching. But speaking of another comfort show I have, which is Bob's Burgers, I finally caught up with Bob's Burgers to the point of where I have to wait until the newer episodes come out, which makes me so sad because I don't have enough patience for that. I love Bob's Burgers. If anybody has ever wanted to get me something and it's Bob's Burgers related, I would grab their face, make out with them.
Do you want to also tell them about your other obsession? Your Hello Kitty obsession.
Oh, I mean, I had my Hello Kitty obsession for quite a while.
But it's gotten a little bit out of hand.
Oh, yeah, whatever. Okay, but I feel like the reason why my Hello Kitty obsession has gotten, like, a little bit worse, I guess you would say, is because since Hello Kitty is becoming much more, like, popular now. Well, she was popular before. She was extremely popular. But I mean, where people are, like, bringing her up constantly popular, Mm-hmm. She's like, the new generation really loves everything about her. Like, you can make anything Sanrio, like anything, and people will go crazy nowadays. Before, people wouldn't really care as much, But nowadays, they care. And I'm one of those people. I loved Hello Kitty. I watched, like, VHS, like, videos of Hello Kitty when I was a kid. I loved Hello Kitty. And Five Below came out with, like, Hello Kitty stuff. Like, they had a collab with...
Goes, oh, look at all of my 5 new little figurines I got from Five Below.
Yeah.
Like, girl, it's been 5 hours since I've been with you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's another thing. Me and her have literally been hanging out every day. We were just talking about how... Like, yeah, we hang out quite often. But for the past, 2-3 weeks, we've been hanging out, every day. Like, maybe a day or two in between. But, And it's so funny because we just don't get annoyed or irritated with each other. She's literally a sister.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
And the good thing is, it's even if we're not talking, we're just sitting there in
a
silence.
lot of the time it's just somebody being there. And we just study. We just sit in silence and study, and then every once in a while I'll look at her and she's staring into my soul and then will flip me off. That just consists of our entire study sessions.
Literally.
We just flip each other off every 5 seconds. I'm not even kidding. Like, to fill, it's not like an awkward silence, but just like the silence or something. Like, to feel like that we're connected again, like with one another, we just flip each other off.
Yeah, literally. And it's like, obviously, anybody who has a best friend or someone they're really close to, obviously, if you're able to sit in silence with them without feeling awkward or anything, that means you guys are really close.
Honestly.
Okay. But yeah. Again, sorry for 1 month of no content from us beauties.
Well, because we're on break now, so
yeah,
we'll definitely film at least like 1 or 2 more.
Yeah. We'll be recording a bit more until the new semester starts. Okay. Savannah is feeling a little bit down, guys.
Blame it on my birth control.
Yeah, she's on birth control because she has the SEX.
Yeah, and it's not very good at the moment. Taking applications now. But no, on a serious note, this one guy keeps asking me to come back over. Oh, speaking of
birth control
time.
Give a round of applause.
Guys, it's making me severely depressed and it's giving me headaches. ASMR.
Do you know what didn't make her depressed? The gift I got her.
Oh my gosh, can you please let them know what you got me?
So, I got Savannah a skincare thing. It's just this brand that she likes to put on her pimples.
But yeah, the reason I'm taking, like the real reason according to everybody else in my life, besides you guys and Rachel and Riley, but is because I plan on starting Accutane, but I don't know if it's worth it. My gosh. Anyway, please continue.
Yeah, besides that, I got her some skincare stuff, and it was just for the pimples, and she loved it. And I also got her something even better. I got her very own pet rock.
And I love it. She made a little paper mache case for it. Like, not a case, a little cage, a little habitat.
Yeah, so
and then it's gonna join the community of my other rocks. Like, okay, I don't believe in, like, the whole thing about, like, rocks, like crystals. I just think they're pretty. So I have them on a little plate.
As Savannah's going to take her birth control. Have we introduced the story that we're going to read today? No. Also, it's been taking us a couple of days to record. Today is December 18th. I think the last time we recorded...
16th.
The 16th. We recorded on the 16th. And we had, like, a story ready for you guys, like, a couple months ago, but that didn't come out either. But anyways, so on today's story, we have another creepypasta story because I'm gonna have to look for another unsolved or a true crime story so we could read. Because, yeah, our last true story is just gone.
Yeah, disappeared.
So, I'm crying.
And I feel bad. I think we already talked about how good of an episode it was.
Yeah, it was funny. It was good. We were like... It was like... Okay, but anyways, in today's story, we have another creepypasta. And today, we're going to be reading the most popular creepypasta story, which is Jeff the Killer. If you don't know who Jeff the Killer is, you've been living under a rock because everybody practically know who he is. You may not know his origin story. You may not even know that he's a creepypasta. But everybody heard Jeff the Killer before, like once in their life.
Totally.
Right, Savannah?
Totally.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Since it's like the holiday season.
The holiday season.
And if you don't celebrate that.
The holiday season.
That's cool.
Oh, you guys want to know what I've been saying a lot? Sin.
Okay.
Sin City.
So here's a song for you guys for the holiday
Rachel
season.
sent me this before she came over.
Cheers, Lars, throating under November. Jack Frost nipping at your nose.
That's my favorite singer.
Yeah, she just sends me stuff like that all the time.
Dun, 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 dun. If you don't celebrate Christmas, that's chill. You know what Christmas is about? The birth of Christ. But do any of us really celebrate for the birth of Christ? Let's be honest. Let's put a vote. No. Do you, Savannah? Okay, but before anybody attacks us, I think we mentioned this before, but we're somewhat there religiously.
Yeah.
Savannah's Christian and I'm Catholic. We're there somewhere.
Not as involved as I should be. I will one day.
You know,
I'm just not interested right now.
You know the Santa list, where it's the naughty and nice list.
Mm-hmm.
We're at that list where it's heaven or hell, but he has us both on that list. But hell, we're on the top, and heaven, we're on the bottom.
Yeah.
We'll go to heaven. Chestnut. Okay.
We should laugh the same. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, we just did the AI thing because I haven't done it, and she did it, and she was telling me about it and this and that. We took she accidentally took a picture of in my room, accidentally, and there was a nun just floating about in my room on the AI photo. It's probably the scariest thing. Oh, but let me tell you about the crazy ass dreams that I've been having on this birth control. Oh my gosh. Last night, for some reason, Jake Paul and this girl from our school was in my dream, and we were at a frat party, and Jake Paul basically told me to kill myself. And it was such a great time.
Please
and then
remember,
I
this
woke
is a
up.
dream.
Yeah, this is a dream. This was not, but we're not going to get into that. And then another one that I had a couple nights ago when Rachel spent the night was that her and my sister jumped off of a bridge into the ocean and got swallowed by a whale, and then they escaped somehow, and it was like a Death Note scene, and they had a book Death Note, and then for some reason they couldn't get back in the water. I wouldn't let them. So then I stayed up all night in the dream watching them, making sure that they were alive, and I was crying. These dreams are literally so strange, and I don't know how much more I can take.
Did you piss on your hands?
No, I did a face mask.
No, because I didn't notice you got this part of your hoodie wet. Are you Ariana Grande? Chestnuts groping.
Alright, Jeff the Killer.
Chestnuts groping.
Can you stop assaulting me, ma'am?
Let's have an
No, we're not doing intercourse tonight. Sorry. Yeah, you made me cry the last time. I don't want to do that.
Let me seduce you.
This is the first time I've even cracked a smile all day.
Chestnuts groping. Okay, anyways, I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, lately, I was gonna say an intermission because I was gonna put flashing lights all of a sudden.
No, she wanted to say intercourse, guys.
That was in my head. I was like, that doesn't sound right.
Love English.
No, but I was gonna put flashing lights and all of a sudden the spinning letters of Spotify popping up.
Oh yeah.
And then
From our sponsor.
let me do
just
like.
Okay.
From our sponsors today, we have a very, very special sponsor. Thank you
Cozy Crimes.
for sponsoring our podcast. Would the spokesperson of Cozy Crimes like to speak up?
No.
Gosh, she makes me horny. In all seriousness, we have a podcast on Spotify. Please check it out. We have 11 listeners. Check us out.
Back to the regularly scheduled programming.
Yeah. Okay. So now Jeff the Killer. Have you heard any things about Jeff the Killer?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
No stories?
No.
No.
No, nothing.
No. No.
We will today, though. Yeah, her burps have been reeking, schmeeking, stinking.
It's what my grandma's feeding me.
So, and she's been burping my face. So, if you just hear some, elephant in the background, that's Rachel burping. Because I will not let her burp in my face anymore. Where's the cat? Because I don't remember having one. She's trying to seduce you guys. She's strobing the mic. Strobing? I meant stroking. My bad.
Actually, you know what? Strobing reminds me of Star Wars, and you know what I saw today at some guy's truck at Kroger? His whole back of his truck has a scene. It's from a scene of Star Wars.
I would give it to him right then and there in the back of that truck, honestly.
Okay.
Oh, also, another side effect of my birth control. Why don't you tell them about it, Rachel?
Oh my god. Every guy we have encountered with.
Okay, except for one.
Yeah.
This man, she came to the dermatologist with me the other day because we are literally inseparable. Yeah. So she came to the dermatologist with me. And there was the most finest, sexiest, smexiest, hot scrumdiddlyumptious man that walked in. Voluminous hair, cute voice. He went into the bathroom that is in the little waiting room. I was like, Rachel, I'll be back. I gotta go to the restroom. And it's just a one-stalled bathroom. Yeah. No, but I was going absolutely feral for this man. I was texting her because they called me back into the room, and I was texting her update me about this man. Where is he? But he was straight out of Vogue or something. I swear, fine as fuck. But we will never see him again, probably.
God bless America.
Oh, never mind.
Go ahead.
Never mind.
Go ahead.
No, I'm okay.
No, what was it?
No, stop peer pressuring me. I don't want to say it. I don't like this game.
I'm gonna make you like this game.
No, do you know the tag game
on
TikTok?
Tag it!
Yeah, and they're like, stop! Can we get snacks? Okay, so after we record, we were planning on going on a drive.
That's what we do whenever we're sad. We just go on a drive together. Okay.
Those are actually almonds.
I'll show you my almond. That hurt my head just doing that.
Good.
Okay. Grab a snack. Take a seat.
Preferably a chestnut.
Chestnut.
People are so over us.
Grab a snack, lay down, grab the vibrator.
Stop!
Grab the 9-inch next to you.
Oh, yeah.
We're about to give you the story of
Wait,
your life.
I'm a switch. And he said, oh, that's not gonna work. I'm like, oh, fine. Whatever.
Yeah, Savannah's always dominating me.
Yeah, all the time. Just smack her around a little bit.
Yeah, usually she goes like, chestnut woman.
Bless. Ew! Can you like show a visual to the viewers about what you just did and like replay the sound effect?
Yeah.
Editing, Rachel.
Yeah. Okay. Are you ready? Like I just said, lay down, relax, grab your vibrator, and just go at it as you're listening to us. We give you permission.
No, that's so weird. They're jacking off while they're listening to Jeff the Killer story.
We have sexy voices.
Yeah, but that's not the point. Did you know that, like, but speaking of, like, there's audio porn, like, for people that are blind?
Yeah.
I just recently, this recently just even came up in my thought process.
No, yeah. Here, let me give you an example.
Oh, no. We have no blind viewers, Rachel. Please don't. This is not what I came here for, Rachel. Please.
Hold on, I gotta collect myself. You've been a good boy.
Ew.
You, you like it when I grab your cock. Remember, we listened to this ASMR like a long time ago, and it was so
This is such a core memory for us.
Yeah, it was just us in our room, in my room,
In our room.
yeah,
please.
our room, in our room. And I was just playing random ASMR that I found, and we just like were listening for a good second, and then all of a sudden it was like, "You like it when I tease your clitoris?" I was like, "What?"
And it's so funny because I have a video on my phone, like when it said it, and you could see our sheer terror in our faces. Ugh.
Okay, we're gonna start reading. Jeff the Killer creepypasta story. Also, I'm gonna link everything down below of the stories that where the stories are. Usually they're usually, if we're reading a creepypasta story, it's from the creepypasta official website, or if it's like the bloody painter like situation, then it's most likely gonna be on DeviantArt. We will always link everything down below, so don't worry. Chestnuts groping on an ocean.
What the fuck? How did you do that? Wait, hang on. We need to play that back.
Okay.
Now that we listened back.
Okay. Jeff.
5, 4, 3, 2. I know you see. Sometimes we're gonna change me, and it's so wonderful. Okay. 5, 4, 3,
Please stop
2.
counting. Jeff the Killer creepypasta story. Okay. Wait, let me emphasize this because I read this a long time ago too on my stream. This is a crappy story. The grammar is all over the place.
So it's not just Rachel.
Yeah, it's not me. It's not just me today. Like, the words don't make
Oh
sense.
my gosh, you're screaming.
It doesn't make sense. Jeff the Killer creepypasta story. Excerpt from a local newspaper. Anonymous unknown killer is still at large. After weeks of unexplained murders, the anonymous unknown killer is still on the rise. After little evidence had been found, a young boy states that he survived one of the killer's attacks and bravely tells his story. I had a bad dream and I woke up in the middle of the night, says the boy. I saw that for some reason the window was open, even though I remember it being closed before I went to bed. I got up and shut it once more. Afterwards, I simply crawled under my covers and tried to get back to sleep. That's when I had a strange feeling, like someone was watching me. I looked up and nearly jumped out of my bed. There, in the little ray of light, illuminating from between my curtains, were a pair of 2 eyes. These weren't regular eyes. They were dark, ominous eyes. They were bordered in black and just plain out terrified me. That's when I saw his mouth. A long, horrendous smile that made every hair on my body stand up. The figure stood there, watching me. Finally, after what seemed like forever, he said it. A simple phrase, but said in a way only a madman
No,
could speak.
A man.
Only a madman. Only a madman could speak. He said, "Go to sleep." I let out a scream. Ah! That's what sent him at me. He pulled up a knife, aiming at my heart. Hold on. Hold on. Where does he think the heart is exactly? Do you know where the heart is?
You just fart?
You know I did not. My farts sound deeper than that.
Anyway. Can your feet stop? Okay. What was the question?
Okay. He jumped on top of my bed. I fought him back. I kicked, I punched, I rolled around, trying to knock him off. That's when my dad busted in. The man threw the knife. It went into my dad's shoulder. The man probably would have finished him off if one of the neighbors...
I'll finish him off. Sorry.
And one of the neighbors hadn't alerted the police. They drove into the parking lot and ran towards the door. The man turned and ran down the hallway. I heard a smash like glass breaking. As I came out of my room, I saw the window that was pointing towards the back of my house was broken. I looked out to see him vanish into the distance. I can tell you one thing. I will never forget that face, those cold, evil eyes, and that psychotic smile. They will never leave my head. Police are still on the look for this man. If you see anyone that fits the description in the story, please contact your local police department. I seen someone with that smile. I'm looking at her right now.
I'm not a man. I'm a male. I'm a man.
What are your pronouns?
I'm a male. Man. That's what I'm doing to your mom.
You know, I know we had this discussion before, but do you think I'll look cute sucking dick?
Oh.
Let me give you an example.
Oh, the glasses. You look so scary, honestly. I wouldn't. And don't roll your eyes back into your head. That's not.
Are you telling me?
That's not. Okay. No, just look at me.
You're telling me that.
Tell me how I look. Okay, ready? Okay, I'm scared. But you gotta put your glasses back on so you can see me. Oh my gosh, I can't do this. Okay. Okay, ready?
Mm-hmm. That's not how you suck dick.
I like like I look like that.
Oh.
Is it okay?
Usually when I'm sucking dick.
Yeah, because you do that so often.
Okay. Back to the story.
Oh my god.
Sorry. God. Okay, so that was like a newspaper clipping. There's no like picture towards it. It's just a bunch of words. It's just like supposed to be a newspaper clipping of like how it.
A newspaper clipping.
Yeah.
A newspaper clipping. Of course.
Of Jeff the Killer. Of
Just
like
a newspaper clipping. Just
Okay.
a clipping of the newspaper.
Okay, now for the actual origin of where he came from and who he is. Jeff and his family had just moved into a new neighborhood. His dad had gotten a promotion at work, and they thought it would be best to live in one of those fancy neighborhoods. Jeff and his brother, Lou.
Bluey? Leo.
I'm just gonna call him Lou.
But there's an I. Leo.
I'm gonna call him Lou.
Leo.
It's Lou. Leo. Lou. Couldn't complain though. A new, better house? Who's not to love? As they were getting unpacked, one of their neighbors came by. Hello, she said. I'm Barbara. I live across the street from you. Well, I just wanted to introduce myself and to introduce my son. She turns around and calls her son over. Billy, these are our new neighbors. Billy said hi and ran back to play in his yard. Well, said Jeff's mom, I'm Margaret, and this is my husband Peter, and my two sons Jeff and Lou. They each introduced themselves, and then Barbara invited them to her son's birthday. Jeff and his brother were about to object when their mother said that they would love to. When Jeff and his family are done packing, Jeff went up to his mom. Mom, why would you invite us to some kid's party? If you haven't noticed, I'm not some dumb kid. Jeff, said his mother, we just moved here. We should show that we want to spend time with our neighbors now. Now, we're going to that party, and that's final. Jeff started to talk, but stopped himself, knowing that he couldn't do anything. Whenever his mother said something, it was final. He walked up to his room and plopped down on his bed. He sat there looking at the ceiling when suddenly he got a weird feeling. Not so much pain, but a weird feeling. He dismissed it as just some random feeling. He heard his mother call him down to get his stuff, and he walked down to get it. The next day, Jeff walked downstairs to get breakfast and got ready for school. As he sat down eating breakfast, he once again got this feeling. This time it was stronger. It gave him a slight tugging pain, but he once again dismissed it. As he and Lou finished breakfast, they walked down to the bus stop. They sat there waiting for the bus, and then, all of a sudden, some kid on a skateboard jumped over them, only inches above their laps. They both jumped back in surprise. Hey, what the hell? The kid landed and turned back to them. He kicked his skateboard up and caught it with his hands. Wow, what a cool guy. The kid seems to be about 12, 1 year younger than Jeff. He wears an Aeropostale shirt and ripped blue jeans. Hold on. Okay, so Jeff is 11 years old. Hi, this is editing Rachel. I just realized this whole time we've been saying that Jeff is 11 years old. Turns out that I just can't read and I have a really terrible memory, but Jeff is 13 years old. So in this whole episode, we refer to Jeff as being 11 years old, but we mean to say 13. But that's our fault. Mostly mine, because I'm the one that implied he was 11. But yeah. He's 13 years old. We're just being dumb. 11. Let's keep that in mind.
So he's in like what, 6th grade?
I guess so. Interesting. Well. It looks like we got some new meat. I hate when bullies say that in shows.
New meat. Fresh meat.
Yeah. I think
it's fresh meat in your hallway in your fresh meat.
I think that's what they meant to put instead of new, like some fresh meat. But I hate when like bullies say that, like Disney bullies.
Yeah.
Wow. Looks like we got some fresh meat. Okay. Suddenly, 2 other kids appeared. One was super skinny and the other one was huge. This is the stereotypical Disney, like, bully group. Well, since you're new here, I'd like to introduce ourselves. Over there is Keith. Jeff and Lou looked over to the skinny kid. He had a dopey face that you would expect a sidekick to have. And he's Troy. They looked over at the fat kid. Talk about a tub of lard. This kid looked like he hadn't exercised since he was crawling.
That's so mean. If somebody called me a tub of lard, I would I would simply just
I'll pass away.
yeah, I'm like I would just literally just cease to exist after that.
That's sick. That's terrible.
Like what?
The way they flamed him.
Without his knowledge.
Even though
Wow.
he may not be real, but he still has
He
feelings.
probably is real. Did you see the descriptiveness in his? They were thinking of somebody. Jeez, oh Pete.
Did Jeff the Killer write this?
They're not here for our singing. I promise.
Okay. And I, said the first kid, I'm Randy. Now, for all the kids in this neighborhood, there's a small price for a bus fare, if you catch my drift. Lou stood up, ready to punch the lights out of this kid's eyes, when one of his friends pulled a knife on him. Tisk, tisk, tisk. I had hoped you would be more cooperative. But it seems we must do this the hard way. This kid walked up to Lou and took his wallet out of his pocket. Jeff got that feeling again. Now it was truly strong. A burning sensation. He stood up, but Lou gestured him to sit down. Jeff ignored him and walked up to the kid. Listen here, you little punk. Give back my brother's wallet or else. Randy put the wallet in his pocket and pulled out his own knife. Oh, and what will you do? Just as he finished the sentence, Jeff popped the kid in the nose. As Randy reached for his face, Jeff grabbed the kid's wrist and broke it. Randy screamed, and Jeff grabbed the knife from his hand. Troy and Keith rushed Jeff, but Jeff was too quick. He threw Randy to the ground. Keith lashed out at him, but Jeff ducked and stabbed him in the arm.
Oh.
Keith dropped his
reflexes.
knife. Yeah. Keith dropped his knife and fell to the ground screaming. Troy rushed him too, but Jeff didn't even take the knife. He just punched Troy straight in the stomach, and Troy went down. As he fell, he puked all over. Lou could do nothing but look at the amazement at Jeff. This is an 11-year-old. Is this? Yeah. When I was bullied when I was 11, I had those super fast, superhuman reflexes too.
Sorry, this guy just came back from his buddy's lake house and he's telling me about it. Anyways, what was the question?
How are you doing when you were 11 years old?
Oh,
Would you consider yourself
sixth grade. Right? Because I was in, like, a ghetto area.
6th grade?
11 years old?
Hold on. I turned 15 when I was in 8th. 14 when I was in 7th. 13 when I was in 6th.
So, like, 12. So, 11, 12, 13. That's 6th grade. Because you're older than everybody in our class.
Hold on. And then
Emotional support handhold.
I'm having an aneurysm.
What? Just look up what age are you in 6th grade. Our brain cells are non-existent after finals.
What age are you in 6th grade? 5? Between 5 and 11 years old?
5? 5?
This is 5!
What brainiac is in 6th grade at 5 years old?
Me.
Oh yeah, totally.
Chestnuts groping on an ocean line.
Do you know how this song goes? Is that why you're saying ocean?
Well, that's the way he said it.
It's open.
Chestnuts groping.
Did you just see what I did?
No.
Okay, good. Never mind.
Oh, And what will you do? Okay, never mind. I just read that. Jeff, how'd you? Was all he said. They saw the bus coming and knew they'll be blamed for the whole thing, so they started running as fast as they could. As they ran, they looked back and saw the bus driver rushing over to Randy and the others. As Jeff and Lou made it to school, they didn't dare tell what happened. All they did was sit and listen. Lou just thought of that as his brother beating up a few kids, but Jeff knew it was more. It was something scary. As he got that feeling, he felt how powerful it was. The urge just to hurt someone. He didn't like how it sounded, but he couldn't help feeling happy. He felt that strange feeling go away and stay away for the entire day of school. Even as he walked home due to the whole thing near the bus stop and how now he probably wouldn't be taking the bus anymore, he felt happy. When he got home, his parents asked him how his day was, and he said, in a somewhat ominous voice, "It was a wonderful day." Next morning, he heard a knock on his front door. He walked down to find 2 police officers at the door, his mother looking back at him with an angry look. "Jeff, these officers tell me that you attacked 3 kids, that it wasn't a regular fight, and that they were stabbed." "Stabbed, son!" Jeff's gaze fell to the floor, showing his mother that it was true. "Mom, they were the one who pulled the knives on me and Lou." "Son," said one of the cops, "we found 3 kids, 2 stabbed, 1 having a bruise on his stomach, and we have a witness proving that you fled the scene. Now, what does that tell us?" Jeff knew it was no use. He could say him and Lou had been attacked, but then there was no proof. It was not them who attacked first. They couldn't say that they weren't fleeing, because the truth be told, they were. So Jeff couldn't defend himself or Lou. "Son, call down your brother." Jeff couldn't do it, since it was he who beat up all the kids. "Sir, it was me. I was the one who beat up the kids. Lou tried to hold me back, but he couldn't stop me." The cop looked at his partner, and they both nod. "Well, kid, looks like you're in juvie. Wait!" says Lou. They all looked up to see him holding a knife. Whoa. The officers pulled their guns and locked them on Lou. I don't know how old Lou is in this story.
He's either younger or older than...
He's younger. He's Jeff's younger brother.
Okay. Does it say how old Jeff is? No.
Well, he's 11.
Like, right. So he's probably at least, like, under 10, is my assumption.
Are cops allowed to point a gun at someone
like,
younger?
Like, if they're showing signs of...
They could easily body slam that.
Yeah, but if, like, a kid has, like, a gun or a knife... Like, technically, like, if they have, like, a knife, like, they're not gonna point a gun.
Well, in the story, they're pointing a gun.
What does he have?
A knife. What I'm asking...
I mean, I'm sure that, like... I don't know. What if the little thing... Like, what if he starts charging? Like, this boy is a sprinter. He a runner, he a track star. And he's running at you with a little shiv knife. What are you gonna do?
Body slam that.
Flick him on the head?
Literally. These officers...
No, what do you say?
Grown adult men. They could easily grab this kid by the head like this, like a basketball, and just...
See, you know, if that got out, see how that would turn out.
It's better than a gun. I think they'd get more respect for body slamming a kid.
Sure.
I would respect them.
I mean, but in reality, I feel like if they had, like, a taser or something, that would be more of a reasonable response.
Imagine all the
But I don't know what the regulations are with tasers.
I don't know.
Because if it's, like, a little boy, I don't know how that's going to affect a little 10-year-old boy body.
I feel like it would be so funny.
I'll just shoot him in the foot. Alright, bitch, you can't come get me.
I'll shoot him in the head.
See? This is where...
Okay, I'm sorry. It's not true. I would never. But what, are you telling me it wouldn't be hilarious that you see on a newspaper, policeman body slams a 4-year-old?
That would be you if you were ever a police officer. But pause really quick. I need to pause.
Let's continue. Wait, says Lou. They all looked up to him to see him holding a knife. The officers pulled their gun and locked them on Lou. It was me. I beat up those little punks. Have the marks to prove it. He lifted up his sleeve to reveal cuts and bruises, as if he was in a struggle.
Oh shit.
Son, just put the knife down, said the officer. Lou held up the knife and dropped it to the ground.
Sorry, I'm good.
He put his hands up and walked over to the cops. No, Lou, it was me. I did it.
Dun dun.
Jeff had tears running down his face. Huh. Poor bro. Trying to take the blame for what I did. Well, take me away. The police led Lou out to the patrol car. Lou, tell them it was me. Tell them. I was the one who beat up those kids. Jeff's mother put her hands on his shoulder. Jeff, please. You don't have to lie. We know it's Lou. You can stop. Jeff watched helplessly as the cop car speeds off with Lou inside. A few minutes later, Jeff's dad pulled up into the driveway, seeing Jeff's face, knowing something was wrong. Son, what is it? Okay. Hold on. What is throwing me off is that they just call their kid son.
Like, why not just call them by the birth name that you've given them?
It's weird, like son. Son.
I wouldn't call Rachel's kids son. I'd call them Sin.
I'll call them you little bitch.
You little shit. I'm gonna call your kids little shits. I think I already told you about this.
I'm gonna call them little honey munchkins.
Honey bunches of oats.
And my kid comes up to me. I'm like, yes, my little butterscotch plum pudding.
Ew.
No, but I feel like it's so weird that they're just calling their kid's son.
Okay. Yeah, no.
It's just weird. Son, what is it?
I like how like your voice goes 10 octaves deeper.
Son. No, son. Son, what is it? Jeff couldn't answer it. His vocal cords were strained from crying. Instead, Jeff's mother walked his father inside to break the bad news to him as Jeff wept in the driveway. After an hour or so, Jeff walked back into the house, seeing that his parents were both shocked, sad, and disappointed. He couldn't look at them. He couldn't see how they thought of Lou when it was his fault. He just went to sleep, trying to get the whole thing off his mind. 2 days went by, with no words from Lou at JDC. No friends to hang out with, nothing but sadness and guilt. This is until Saturday, when Jeff is woken up by his mother with a happy, sunshiny face. Jeff, it's the day, she said as she opened the curtains and let light flood into his room. What? What's today? Asked Jeff as he stirs awake. Why, it's Billy's party.
The little chomp at the end.
He was now fully awake. Mom, you're kidding, right? You don't expect me to go to some kid's party after... There was a long pause. Jeff, we both know what happened. I think this party could be a thing that brightens up the past days. Now, get dressed. Jeff's mother walked out of the room and downstairs to get ready herself. He fought himself to get up. He picked up a random shirt and a pair of jeans and walked downstairs. He saw his mother and father all dressed up. His mother in a dress and his father in a suit. He thought, why would they ever wear such fancy clothes to a kid's party? Son, is this all you're going to wear? Said Jeff's mom. I don't understand this, son. Better than wearing too much, he said. His mother pushed down the feeling to yell at him and hid it with a smile. Now, Jeff, we may be overdressed, but this is how you go if you want to make an impression, said his... Oh, that was his dad saying that. They gotta put it in a lower voice. Now, Jeff, we may be overdressed, but this is how we go if you want to make an impression, said his father. Jeff grunted and went back up to his room. I don't have any fancy clothes, he yelled downstairs. Just pick something out, called his mother. He looked around in his closet for what he called fancy. He found a pair of black dress pants he had for a special occasion and an undershirt. He couldn't find a shirt to go with it, though. He looked around and found only striped and patterned shirts, none of which could go with dress pants. Finally, he found a white hoodie and put it on. You're wearing that? They both said. His mother looked at her watch. Oh, no. Time to change. Oh, no time to change. Let's just go, she said as she herded Jeff and his father out of the door. They crossed the street over to Barbara and Billy's house. They knocked on the door, and at it appeared that Barbara, just like his parents, way overdressed. As they walked inside, all Jeff could see were adults. No kids. The kids are out in the yard, Jeff. How about you go meet some of them, said Barbara. Jeff walked outside to a yard full of kids. They were running around in a weird cowboy costume, shooting each other with plastic guns. He might as well be standing in a Toys R Us. Suddenly, a kid came up to him and handed him a toy gun and hat. Hey, wanna play? He said.
Ew. He did not sound like that.
It literally says play.
Ew.
I'm just reading it. No. Hey, wanna play? He said. No, kid. I'm too old for this stuff. The kid looked at him with a weird puppy dog face. Please, said the kid. Fine, said Jeff. He put on the hat and started to pretend to shoot at the kids.
Sorry, I hate when guys are... Wait, did they hear what he said? Because I just showed you. Okay. I'll stop for the rest of the podcast.
No. Don't. At first, he thought it was totally ridiculous, but then he started to actually have fun. It might not have been cool, but it was the first time he had something that took his mind off of Lou.
Why did he call me baby? He said BB. He has a girlfriend.
Or maybe it's like a cute nickname.
No!
Okay.
He did not. No! He called me Savannah the entire night I was at his party.
Or maybe like baby Beatrix. Or Bumblebee.
Or bum ass bitch.
Or BBL and he's just missing the L.
He couldn't find the L on his keyboard.
Yeah, he just totally forgot about it. So he played with the kids for a while until he heard a noise. A weird rolling noise. Then it hit him. Randy, Troy, and Keith all jumped over the fence on their skateboards. Jeff dropping the fake gun and ripped off the hat. Randy looked at Jeff with a burning hatred. Hello, Jeff. Is it? He said. We have some unfinished business. Jeff saw his bruised nose. I think we're even. I beat the crap out of you, and you get my brother sent to JDC? Randy got an angry look in his eyes. Oh, no. I don't go for even. I go for winning. You may have kicked our asses that one day, but not today. As he said that, Randy rushed at Jeff. They both fell to the ground. Randy punched Jeff in the nose, and Jeff grabbed him by the ears and headbutted him. Jeff pushed Randy off of him, and both rose to their feet. Kids were screaming, and parents were running out of the house. Troy and Keith both pulled out guns out of their pockets.
Sorry, my birth control is taking completely different turns, and I...
12?
My titties just smacked me in the face, sorry.
12-year-olds whipping out a gun at some kid's birthday party.
Sounds like a today's day and age kind of party to me.
Normal Saturday. Okay. Where was I? But two kids that are possibly in 6th or 7th grade pulling out a gun. What would your reaction be if you're at a birthday party?
I've got a knife pulled on me at school.
Well, okay, think of this, okay? You're at, like, your little cousin's birthday party. She's, like, 5, right? You're just chilling there, talking with the rest of the adults, or even your sister. All of a sudden, let's say you have an other cousin that's 11 years old, right? You see these 3 12-year-old boys jumping over the fence and looking at your little cousin, the 11-year-old one, right? And they start fighting. And all of a sudden, you see these 12-year-old boys pull out a gun on your 11-year-old cousin.
Let's go. Bah! Okay, I think you need to show a visual of what I'm meaning. Bah! And then I just take it. It's exactly what I would do.
So you would just body slam them?
Yeah. I'm not a cop, so yeah, I would. What would you do?
Personally,
The exact same thing.
no, I would leave. That is not my problem.
You're like, alright, I'm out of here.
The fuck I look
Love
like?
you guys.
You got 12-year-olds with a gun. Who do I look like to you? I will just walk up to this 12-year-old that's holding a gun and just take it. I'll just leave. I'll get up, grab a piece of cake, and leave. That is not my fight. Sure, that's my 11-year-old cousin, but he can handle it. If he got himself into that mess, who am I to stop this going on?
So you have a free pass to literally body slam a kid, and you're not gonna take it?
I would rather a kid just...
What are the odds that the gun actually works?
The odds are I die.
It's like a 50-50.
Yeah, so I either die.
What are the odds that the kid actually knows how to use the gun? What if the safety is on and he doesn't know how to turn it off?
Well,
You don't know what
I don't want to fucking play Russian roulette with him. Okay.
So, moral of the story, if you're Rachel's friend, just know she's not doing shit for you if you get a gun pulled out. Lovely!
Savannah, if you got a gun pulled out on you, I would leave.
Because I can handle myself.
Well, yeah, if it happened at your... if it happened at your party, right, you had a birthday and someone pointed a gun at you, that's where I grab a piece of cake that you have and walk out.
Joke's on you, I wouldn't have cake at my party.
Sorry, I'll grab some of the mac and cheese and walk out. And maybe a little grilled cheese while I'm at it. And then I'll just leave. Okay. And Troy and Keith both pulled guns out of their pockets. "No one interrupts or guts will fly," they said. Randy pulled a knife on Jeff and stabbed it into his shoulder. Jeff screamed and fell to his knees. Randy started kicking him in the face. And after 3 kicks, Jeff grabbed his foot and twisted it, causing Randy to fall to the ground. Jeff stood up and walked towards the back door. Troy grabbed him. "Need some help?"
No.
He picks Jeff up by the back of his collar and throws him through the patio door. How strong are these fucking 12-year-olds?
They sound like they're taking steroids or something.
Is this the fucking Hulk that Jeff
yeah,
is going
I guess so.
against?
Jeez. These kids are taking steroids or something.
Literally, what the fuck is happening? They're like 12. Holy shit.
Bodybuilders. Never mind, I am not pushing this kid over.
That's...
I'll run into him and he'll just stand still.
Yeah.
It'll be like a cartoon. I'll run into him and go like, bing.
Or it's like where they shatter.
I'll shatter. He'll stand still.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay. As Jeff tries to stand, he is kicked down to the ground. Randy repeatedly started kicking Jeff until he started to cough up blood. Come on, Jeff, fight me! He picks Jeff up and throws him into the kitchen. Randy sees a bottle of vodka on the counter and smashes the glass over Jeff's
Was
head.
it empty?
I don't
Was it
know.
empty?
I don't know. But
Can't waste the vodka.
First of all, why would the parents just have vodka right there at
I
a
mean,
kid's
hey,
party?
sounds like my family parties. I don't know about you.
Mommy, can I have some water?
And then they'll be like, from that glass. And they'll be like, oh no, honey. When you're 5 years older. And then they're like 15. That's how that goes.
Are you releasing some trauma?
Just telling you how the white parties go.
No. Because usually they just give the beer to the kid. Okay.
No, us little white kids get vodka. We get the hard stuff.
Just to start off.
You gotta start them off slow before they get to the cocaine.
God. Okay. And it said, okay. Fight! He throws Jeff back into the living room. Jesus Christ! Where is he gaining this random strength? Come on, Jeff, look at me! Jeff glances up, his face riddled with blood. I was the one who got your brother sent to the JDC, and now you're just gonna sit here and let him rot in there for a whole year? You should be ashamed! Jeff starts to get up. Oh, finally! You stand and fight! Jeff is now to his feet, blood and vodka on his face. Once again, he gets this strange feeling, the one in which he hasn't felt for a while. Finally, he's up, says Randy as he runs at Jeff. That's when it happens. Something inside Jeff snaps. His psyche is destroyed. All rational thinking is gone. All he can do is kill. He grabs Randy and pile drives him to the ground. He gets on top of him and punches him straight in the heart. The punches causes Randy's heart to stop as Randy gasps for air. Jeff hammers down on him, punch after punch. Blood gushes from Randy's body until he takes his one final breath and dies.
What the hell?
Let's test this out.
No!
Can you lay down to see if it's physically possible to stop your heart? Can I?
No. No, do you know the TikTok was like, no. Oh, never mind. I'm not gonna. I don't have the means to look for the video.
Just describe it.
It's just like where they go, no. But I have no idea.
Okay. Thank you for nothing.
Thank you. For nothing.
But that's okay. You're telling me an 11-year-old kid did that to some 12-year-old?
Shit. Sounds like me.
You're telling me no parents called the cops? Like, I understand the two other boys are like pointing a gun
They're
at them.
probably in absolute like awe.
Or maybe they're drunk.
That too.
Anyways.
They're not like you, Rachel. They don't just abandon their family.
Anyways. Everyone is looking at Jeff now. The parents, the kids crying, even Troy and Keith. Although they easily break from their gaze and point their guns at Jeff. Jeff sees the guns trained on him and runs for the stairs. As he runs, Troy and Keith let out fire on him. See? It was loaded. Like, okay. As they let out their final rounds of bullets, Jeff ducks into the bathroom. He grabs a towel rack and rips it off the wall. Troy and Keith race in, knives ready. So they just had knives and guns on them.
They have a whole arsenal. Where'd they get this from?
Troy swings his knife at Jeff, who backs away and bangs the towel rack into Troy's face. Troy goes down hard, and now all that's left is Keith. He is more agile than Troy, though, and ducks when Jeff swings the towel rack. He dropped the knife and grabbed Jeff by the neck. He pushed him into the wall. A thing of bleach fell down on top of him from the top shelf. It burnt both of them, and they both started to scream. Jeff wiped his eyes as best as he could. He pulled back the towel rack and swung it straight into Keith's head. As he lay there, bleeding to death, he let out an ominous smile. "What's so funny?" asked Jeff. Keith pulled out a lighter and switched it on. "What's funny," he said, "is that you're covered in bleach and alcohol." Wait, bleach is flammable?
What?
Bleach is flammable?
Yes. A lot of cleaning supplies are flammable. Alicia Marie just told me about this.
Why didn't I know this? I've been putting fire next to bleach for the longest time.
Well, I hope your house doesn't blow up.
I made it this far. I'm 22, I think. Jeff's eyes widened as Keith threw the lighter at him. As soon as the flame made contact with him, the flames ignited the alcohol in the vodka. While the alcohol burned him, the bleach bleached his skin. Jeff let out a terrible screech as he caught on fire. He tried to roll out the fire, but it was no use. The alcohol had made him into a walking inferno. He ran down the hall and fell down the stairs. Everybody started screaming as they saw Jeff, now a man on fire, dropped to the ground, nearly dead. The last thing Jeff saw was his mother and the other parents trying to extinguish the flame. That's when he passed out. When Jeff woke up, he had a cast wrapped around his face. He couldn't see anything, but he felt a cast on his shoulder and stitches all over his body. He tried to stand up, but he realized that there was some tube in his arm, and when he tried to get up, it fell out, and a nurse rushed in. "I don't think you can get out of bed just yet," she said as she put him back in his bed and reinserted the tube. Jeff sat there with no vision, no idea what his surroundings were. Finally, after hours, he heard his mother. "Honey, are you okay?" she asked. Jeff couldn't answer though. His face was covered. He was unable to speak. "Oh, honey, I have great news. After all the witnesses told the police that Randy confessed of trying to attack you, they decided to let Lou go." This made Jeff almost bolt up, stopping halfway, remembering the tube coming out of his arm. "He'll be out by tomorrow, and then you two will be able to be together again." Jeff's mother hugs Jeff and says her goodbyes. The next couple of weeks were those where Jeff was visited by his family. Then the day came where his bandages were to be removed. His family members were all there to see it, what he would look like. As the doctors unwrapped the bandages from Jeff's face, everyone was on the edge of their seats. They waited until the last bandage, holding the cover over his face, was almost removed. "Let's hope for the best," said the doctor. Are doctors even allowed to say that?
What?
"Let's hope for the best."
I mean, like, it's just like a word of encouragement. It would be different. Like, they just can't, like, promise them, like, something to happen. I mean, that's not the best type of encouragement from a doctor, but...
"Let's hope for the best." "Doctor, will she make it?" "Let's hope for the best."
Yeah. Okay, in future, don't say that to a patient, okay?
Please. Okay. "Let's hope for the best," said the doctor. He quickly pulls the cloth, letting the rest fall from Jeff's face. Jeff's mother screams at the sight of his face. Lou and Jeff's dad stare, awestruck at his face. What happened to my face?" Jeff said. He rushed out of the bed and ran to the bathroom. He looked in the mirror and saw the cause of the distress. His face. It's horrible. His lips were burnt to a deep shade of red. His face was turned into a pure white color, and his hair singed from brown to black. He slowly put his hand to his face. It had a sort of leathery feel to it now. He looked back at his family, then back at the mirror. "Jeff," said Lou, It's not that bad. Not that bad, said Jeff. It's perfect! His family was equally surprised. Jeff started laughing uncontrollably. His parents noticed that his left eye and hand were twitching. Jeff, are you okay? Okay? I never felt more happy. Ha 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 ha. Ha! Look at me! This face goes perfectly with me. He couldn't stop laughing. He stroked his face, feeling it, looking at it in the mirror. What caused this? Well, you may recall when Jeff was fighting Randy, something in his mind, his insanity, snapped. Now he was left as a crazy killing machine that is. His parents didn't know. Okay. Doctor, said Jeff's mom, is my son all right? You know, in the head. Oh, yes. This behavior is typical for patients that have taken very large amount of painkillers. If his behavior doesn't change in a few weeks, bring him back here and we'll give him a psychological test.
What, is this doctor like 80 years old in your head or something?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, thank you, doctor.
Oh, why is she all of a sudden flirting with the doctor, Rachel?
Sorry. Oh. Oh. Shut up. Oh. Thank you, doctor. Jeff's mother went over to Jeff. Jeff, sweetie, it's time to go. Jeff looks away from the mirror. His face still formed into a crazy smile. "'Kay, mommy. Ha 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 ha." His mother took him by the shoulder and took him to get his clothes. "This is what came in," said the lady at the desk. Jeff's mom looked down to see the black dress pants and white hoodie her son wore. Now they were clean of blood and now stitched together. Jeff's mother led him to his room and made him put his clothes on. Then they left, not knowing that this was their final day of life. Hold on.
Pause.
What do you mean the hospital just gave back his old clothes to him?
Aren't they like covered in blood?
Well, that's the thing. It says it's like cleaned and stitched. But why would you give that back?
Like, that's just still, like, that's like traumatizing.
Literally. Like, you would expect his family to, like, bring clean clothes.
Right.
Like, expecting for their son to come back. But instead, they just... They just let the hospital give him the clothes that he, like, almost died in.
Lovely.
If a hospital ever did that to me, I would be like...
No, they wouldn't, because I would bring you clothes. Actually, no, I would just leave. I would never come back. Because I know how that would go over. With you, if it was the other way around. Just so I'm clear.
Okay, but when you get shot by a 12-year-old that you try stopping at your little cousin's party, I'm not going to come to that hospital. I'm going to send a letter where...
Can you at least send me my pet rock that I got today?
Maybe.
That's all I ask.
I'm going to send a letter where it says, "Get well soon" on the cover, but inside is like, "You're such a stupid fucking idiot. I told you not to get in front of that kid."
It'd be so misleading. I'd be like, Rachel sent me a card. And then she's like, "You stupid fucking bitch. I wish I'd ever fucking met you. You're so fucking dumb for doing this. I told you on the podcast on day this, that you should not have not
And then
have."
I send you a video footage of me making an edit of you
You're like,
being
no, wait,
shot.
no. You'll put it in the card. You'll be like, HTTP. Go to this link.com.
No, I'm going to make an edit
And
of you
I'll
getting
search
shot by a 12-year-old.
You'll send it to me.
Yeah.
The video footage, the crime scene photos. I'll be like, how did you even get these?
First, I'm gonna like send you a text. "Did you get my card?" And you'll be like, "Yes." And then I'll send you the edit.
No,
that I made.
you'll just so timingly send it to me because you know that for some reason you'll know that I got it.
Okay, continuing. Later that night, Jeff's mother woke up to a sound coming from the bathroom. It sounded as if someone was crying. She slowly walked over to see what it was. When she looked in the bathroom, she saw a horrendous sight. Jeff had taken a knife and carved a smile into his cheeks. Pausing again. Have you seen that trend on TikTok where these girls would carve a smile?
I think we talked about that in the podcast.
I think maybe that was the one that was deleted.
Yeah, maybe. But we've definitely talked about it before.
I can't believe the amount of girls. I've seen girls mostly, but I don't know. I'm sure there's some guys out there that also did it. But I've always seen these girls on TikTok that carved like a smile.
That's so dumb.
Don't they realize that stuff is like, it's going to be there forever? Unless you have like an expensive procedure.
From like Mark Sloan on Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah, sure.
Sorry, it's just been the binge watch though at the moment.
But it's like, I don't know why. I understand there's like a thing that some people are going like mentally. I know there's some things where people like cut themselves, you know, and also it's just something inflicting pain on themselves as well. You know what I mean? But these girls that I've been seeing on TikTok, it's just, I don't know.
This is the guy.
Jeff, what are you doing? Asked his mother. Jeff looked over at his mother. I couldn't keep smiling, Mommy. It hurt after a while. Now I can smile forever. Jeff's mother noticed his eyes, ringed in black. Jeff, your eyes! His eyes were seemingly never closing. I couldn't see my face. I got tired and my eyes started to close. I burned out the eyelids so I could forever see myself. So I could forever see my new face. Jeff's mother slowly started to back away, seeing that her son was going insane. What's wrong, Mommy? Aren't I beautiful? Yes.
No. I would be truthfully honest with my kid.
I'll shoot my kid. Yes, son.
You better hope your kid never finds these podcasts. They're gonna be forever traumatized.
I would not shoot my kid, okay? What I would do is look at my kid, wake my husband, and leave. Yes, son, she said. You are... Your foots. Yes, you are. Let me go get Daddy so he can see your face. She ran into the room and shook Jeff's dad from his sleep. Honey, get the gun. See, she just had the same idea. She was gonna shoot her kid.
Lovely.
See, now I don't sound so psychotic.
Yes, you do.
She was waking up her husband to shoot her own kid, her 11-year-old child. Shut up! Okay. Honey, get the gun. She stopped as she saw Jeff in the doorway holding a knife. They got a gun. The hell is he gonna do with that knife? They could easily just snipe the dude. Right?
Yeah.
Why are you so nervous? What's wrong?
Just concerned about your thought process is all. Continue, please.
Mommy, you lied. That's the last thing they hear as Jeff rushes them with the knife, gutting both of them.
How come they didn't just shoot him?
That's what I've been saying. Shoot the damn kid.
Like, if he's charging at me, I'm gonna shoot him. Yeah. Shut up. Wait, what's your gun sound? You know what mine is?
What?
Ah!
My... Mine is.
Yours goes, mommy.
No, mine's.
Okay, continue.
Let me finish this fucking story. His brother Lou woke up, startled by some noise. He didn't hear anything else, so he just shut his eyes and tried to go back to sleep. As he was on the border of slumber, he got the strangest feeling that someone was watching him. He looked up. Before Jeff's hand covered his mouth, he slowly raised a knife, ready to plunge it into Lou. Lou thrashed here and there, trying to escape Jeff's grip. "Shh," said Jeff. "Just go to sleep." And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of the origin story of Jeff the Killer.
Interesting.
How did you feel?
I'm kind of confused. There's so many bad decisions being made. All these people are having these badass weapons compared to like knives, and they're not using them properly. You know, just shoot the kid. Just shoot the kid. Then there wouldn't be no origin story. Boom. Literally.
I think that this was incredibly stupid. Is that mean for me to say? No. This story is from like a long time ago. Like, come on. This story is from a long time ago, okay? I was in middle school when I remember this story. And I remember reading this story in middle school and going like, holy shit, that was so cool. That was so cool. You want to know what an interesting fact about Jeff the Killer is? Apparently, there was a book written about him, and it was actually published. Like, you can purchase it on Amazon. And I remember on YouTube, I saw this girl reviewing the book. I'm going to pop a picture of this girl that I remember seeing. She reviewed the book. And obviously, the book was shit. Because think about it. It's just some rando making a story about Jeff the Killer. I don't know. This is what, yeah, I found it. Insanity, a Jeff the Killer fan fiction. It's a physical book. You can purchase it on Amazon.
You can purchase it in our Google storefront right here.
Yeah. Hold on, let me look for it on Amazon and link it down below for you guys so you can buy it.
Oh my god.
I remember I had this very deep obsession with Jeff the Killer when I first got into creepypasta. I had a crush on him. I had the crush on the anime thing of him. You know? Nothing else. But I had a crush on him as the anime. Holy shit, guys. You can get it for $4.
That's a steal if I've ever heard one.
Does the artist know that they used his, like, their drawing for the cover?
Not our lawsuit.
Guys, you can get it on Amazon for Amazon Prime for $4, and you can get it delivered before Christmas.
Oh shit, good stocking stuffer.
Mm-hmm.
Know what I'm getting you for Christmas?
Yeah, I know what I'm getting you too. One of the reviews, this book is killer.
Ah! Was that you?
Yeah. It says, a quick read that gets you ready for the sequel. It's insane how much more intricate the sequel is. Consider this the yellow text of Star Wars.
Oh!
It's only $4 USD, so you really can't afford to not buy it. Someone else commented, life-changing.
Oh!
Oh my god, I read this wonderful piece of literature when I was in my darkest days. It pulled me out of a deep depression and pushed me towards a better future. I'll forever be independent to Nish Nicholson for bringing this masterpiece into the world. I try to share this book with anyone I may have come across. Thank you, Insanity, Jeff the Killer.
People are crazy. Who is leaving these comments? I would never leave such a comment. Especially on Jeff the Killer. How is that bringing somebody out of a depression? and not putting them in one.
They said someone else reviewed. Fantastic! I absolutely loved everything. The book ended on such an incredible cliffhanger. I can't wait to get my grubby little hands on the second one.
Somebody said grubby? Oh my god.
Someone reviewed, gift for a friend. Bought this for my friend, and now a running joke between us. What
oh my god. Did you leave this guy?
Between us, what a masterpiece this book is. Truly ahead of its time. Jennifer has reviewed. Awesome. 14-year-old daughter loved this book. Highly recommend.
So if you guys aren't sold from the comments, we are.
Yeah. I definitely know what I'm getting you for your next Christmas gift. Would you want it? Like,
totally.
Be honest with me.
No, please don't actually give that to me. No.
Put it with the rest of your collection.
I'll throw it in the trash.
Insanity, Jeff.
I'll throw it in the trash. I'll rip it up and keep it for my pet rock's bed.
That's $4 down the trash.
If you get it. But wait, you gotta forget. You can't forget the shipping. So probably like 6. So yeah, put it through. See what the shipping is.
Proceed to checkout.
$4.24. That's expensive.
That's a deal. Let me get this.
No, you're not. Stop!
I'm getting it.
No, your mom's gonna be like, what are you getting?
Do you guys want us to read Jeff the Killer? Go to sleep.
You're like, Mom, it's for my podcast. Oh.
Like this video if you want us to get this book and read it to you guys. I'm giving you 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
Stop peer
2,
pressuring
1.
them.
Woo! You're getting the book. Place your order. I mean, it's $4.24. You're telling me this isn't a steal? Huh?
I'm not answering. I don't want it.
I want it. Okay. I'm buying it. I don't care what you say. I'm gonna get it. Okay? I'm gonna get it. And you're gonna see how good of a book this truly is.
Rachel, stop! Oh my gosh.
Place your order.
Guys, she's gone mental. After reading this terrific, my gosh, she placed the order. What am I going to do with her? Can you guys leave comments down below on how to help mentally ill?
20 seconds.
Oh my god. Please send help. Oh. You don't want Habiba to let her know what her gift is, huh? Habiba, you will be getting Jeff the Killer book along with your other gifts. So sorry, but
She'll like it.
no, she won't.
Yes, she will.
No, she won't.
Yes, she will.
No, she won't.
Did Capital One take the money?
Okay, well, this is the end of the podcast. We hope you guys enjoyed it. We will try to be posting a lot more frequently. Hopefully we can get 1 to 2 more podcasts out before our next semester starts, before that becomes chaotic as well. We hope you enjoyed the story, and next week we will be reading what?
I don't know.
Oh, we don't know what we're reading next week, so you'll just have to stay tuned.
Surprise.
So, hope you enjoyed. Have a good one.
Yeah, thank you guys for listening or watching. Listen to our podcast on Spotify. Please check it out so we can get paid for this content that we're making for you. Just kidding. We love making this content for you. Okay, thank you guys for listening or watching. I hope you have a beautiful day. And we're just ready to pop this soda can. Right, Savannah? Any other last words before we go? And that is the end. Thank you guys for watching and listening. Loves and kisses. Bye-bye.